Here we go then, every PES game on the PS2 back to back. I'm going to feature the intro to every game and obviously play a little bit, like a bit of the first half of every game, and I'll contrast and compare the subtle differences at times, and sometimes they are obvious differences. I love this, look at this. Oh, this music. So this is Pro Evolution Soccer. We're going to start at the beginning here. Now, what gave me the idea for this video was one of our awesome subscribers replied to one of my older videos and said, are you ever going to play more PS2 games or PES games on the PS2 after or post PES 6? So I replied and said, look, I've covered nearly all of them on the channel anyway, but I'll make this video just for you and anyone else who's interested. It was Kanu there, wasn't it, for Nigeria. So, I haven't played this. Oh, it's Heskey. Who's the... I don't remember it saying that. Who's the daddy? Yeah. PS2 PES games, you all know they're my favourite. I, always go back to these Pro Evolution Soccer games on PS2. They just play... I think they play a better game of footy than what came later on the newer consoles. Even though I enjoy those to an extent as well. Oh, this music. Memories. You're going to hear me say the word memories a lot. I apologise. And also, I want everyone to vote on their favourite introduction. Like Pro Evo introduction on PS2. So we've just watched the PES 1 intro. I thought it was okay. We could do better. Here are all your clubs. I'm going to showcase all of these games for you. I'll show you all the clubs that you could play as and all the stadiums. So, no option files applied. We're going to play with vanilla PES for every entry. And all that I've added is a widescreen patch for every game. And that's about it. We're upscaling to 1080p. Apart from that, it is vanilla. So stadiums for PES 1, if I remember correctly, it's a bit limited. There's Highbury, Amsterdam Arena, Bayern Munich's old stadium. So you got a few here, actually. Oh, no, you haven't, actually. It's not too bad, is it? It's not too bad. At least the San Siro is only listed once. Like, in later games, we'll get there, but it starts getting listed twice. Let's play there. We'll play at the International Stadium, because why not? So, Pro Evolution Soccer, this is where it all started for a lot of people. It wasn't for me. Yeah, I want to say the first game I played was ISS Pro Evolution 2. If you want to talk about the games with Pro Evolution in the name. Now, I think PES 1's okay. So we've got a mixture of real player names and fakes. You've got Butatista up front for Roma. Yeah, Oh, it's Chris James. It's Chris James. And Terry Butcher. Yeah, I think this is okay, PES 1 on PS2. I do prefer ISS Pro Evolution 2 on a PS1 to this. But this is a good game in its own right. The first international superstar soccer game I played was probably... well, it would have been ISS on the Super NES, the SNES. And I don't think I ever owned this, Pro Evolution Soccer. My brother did. Big shout out to Matt. Even though I prefer footy games to Matt. But for some reason, Matt owned this and I didn't. But it didn't blow me away like some of the later PES games on PS2 did. But like I say, it is a good video game, this. So they've got... there he is, Crespo up front. Oh, I love it. I love the fake names. I mean, it was all due to licensing, wasn't it? Here we go. I have to put my... hold my hands up. I don't remember Chris James commentating for any of the PS2 games. PS1, sure. But not PS2. It makes sense because the year this was released.
There it is.
There it is. He always used to say that, didn't he? I mean, this feels its age now. I mean, this is old, isn't it? What is this? What year? I should have really had some wiki open whilst I was playing these Totties in. Totti scores. But I think 90... I want to say 98. I'm probably way off. It's not 98 at all, is it, this? 2001. PS2 would have been 2002, etc. I think 2000, either 99 or year 2000 or 2001. They're my guesses. Because there's a crossover with PS1 and PS2 as well. That's why I always get a bit confused. Now, this game is a very, very good football game, and in my opinion, better than anything EA or the other developers and publishers were making. He's made a run. Were making at the time. But with that said, this is a bit rough now. I think it is. It's very limited in regards to what direction you can run in. Everything feels incredibly stiff, and when I scored that goal with Totti, it felt more like an international superstar soccer game than a Pro Evolution soccer game. So there's a lot of, it's very arcadey, I think this is. I mean, it sounds like I'm hating on this game. I love this game. I think it's brilliant, but it's the weakest. I think it's the weakest entry out of all the games we're going to feature on this video. Obviously, it's subjective. Some of you will disagree with that. I used to say PS2 was probably my least favorite. Between PS2 and PS4, my opinion has changed a lot over the years. And going back to this now, it feels rough. There's a bit of button latency with this game, and I don't think it's the software I'm using. I remember there being a bit of latency with this game on the PS2 when I played. Oh, Candela. I think Garzo for Rome is a fake player, isn't he? Who's he supposed to be? I don't know. Anyway, I'm happy I got an early goal here. I won't feature, like, entire matches, guys. This video would last all year otherwise. The commentary. It's good. It's a good game. Good footy game, this. But what's to come? Well, we all know what's to come, and that's what I'm excited about. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the next game, Pro Evolution Soccer 2 on the PS2. And here we go. Obviously, I'm going to mute the audio here because it is Queen's We Will Rock You. Now, I want to say there's going to be a lot of guesswork from me on this video, but I want to say this might be the first game where we had any licensed music in a Pro Evolution Soccer or International Superstar Soccer game. Please correct me, guys, where I get things wrong, which I'm sure I will in this video. Oh, man. This is an intro I quite like. This is good. I'll put some music in the background, guys, so you can pretend it's Queen. Some dodgy rock. I'll try and find some dodgy rock. Everyone loves a bit of dodgy rock. The thing with these intros, I think the faces on the players look weird until later. In the later PES games, they looked okay. I don't mean in-game player faces, but I mean these intros. They look odd. I mean, at the time, I loved this. I loved these intros. I thought this was cool, having Queen in the background as well. I want to say this is the first... Yeah, it would have been the first PES game where What's Beckham? With Beckham's animation. Free kick animation. Yeah, this was the first PES where I spent a lot of time in Master League. I didn't in Pro Evolution Soccer, but I did in this. Hell of a lot of time, actually. Be interested to play this again, actually. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've played quite a few of the games here, actually. Got to stop saying actually. But like I say, guys, get your votes in the replies. Let us all know two questions for you. Your favourite PES game to feature in this video. And also your favourite intro. But this is cool. Those kids looked a bit scary there. It's got to be said. I mean, it is Halloween. Oh, it's Chris James. Yeah, it's Chris James again. Pro Evolution Soccer 2. No, it's not. That's not Chris James. Is it? My mind's gone blank. Anyway, I like the presentation for this game. The old barcodes at the top and all that kind of thing. Like making it look like a magazine or something. I liked that. It worked. So we've got more clubs now to choose from. And the roster of players and squads and clubs will grow and increase as we progress through this video. Fake names, though. And some of them are lol. Like, absolute lol, some of these. I mean, it's just... Konami at their quirkiest, at their most bizarre. Because you could think of just better names, couldn't you? You only have to call it the name place. I'm sure they did that in the first PES we just looked at. Just call Barcelona Barcelona. It doesn't have to be FC Barcelona. Do you know what I mean? Call Milan Milan, not Lombardia or whatever they're called in this. So stadiums, we got many more than we did with PES 1. Yeah, they've got trad bricks now. Good to see that addition. Yeah, you have got quite a few more, haven't you? And they look pretty good, the stadiums in these games. I think they do anyway. We haven't got a lot to choose from, but there's enough here for considering the year 2002, I want to say. And there was nothing like this football game. Nothing could get near it in terms of its addictive quality. That one more game feeling. We got oranges. Oranges in the house. It's not a PES. It's not a classic PES game unless it's got the oranges, is it? So Barca against Real Madrid, or Madrid are called Navarra. Again, just call Real Madrid Madrid. They're not going to get in trouble. It boggles the mind. Yes, Peter Bratley, isn't it? Of course, not Chris James. Come on, Mike. It's just the way he says Pro Evolution Soccer 2. I thought it could be Chris James, but yeah. Oh, the Camp Nou always looks so good in these PES games. All of the PES games. So we've still got fake kits at this point in PES 2. And like I say, this was a game I spent a silly amount of hours in Master League. As I did after this in PES 3, in PES 4 and PES 5. Not PES 6, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. Loving this, guys. I'm having fun here. I'm having fun. So, can one of the oranges get a goal at? Ah, Roberto Larcos. There he is. I said Roberto Larcos on one of my old videos when I was doing a Master League episode, and someone corrected me in the reply saying it's Roberto Carlos. And I was like, really? Like, and they weren't kidding. I was like, really? It's a if you know kind of thing, isn't it? Anyway, here's Xavi. Now that happened a lot in these PES games with Brackley and Brookin. Like to think about that. Hold that thought, Raul. Raul, what's he going to do? Little step overs, Raul. And that is, the commentators would talk over each other and it happened too much. You didn't really get that in the games before this. Not from what I remember, anyway. And we know my memory's not very good, so I'm probably way off there. But they would do it too often. It's like, stop speaking so close to each other. It's annoying. Anyway. So this feels very similar to the game I just played, Pro Evolution Soccer. It's still got a more of an arcadey vibe than a sim vibe. Not that any of these games are sims, because they're not. They're hybrids, aren't they? But it's still got that international superstar soccer coded in there somewhere. It's got remnants of it, you know? Which is fine, because ISS is a fantastic game. But this is still a game I tend not to go back to. For me, oh, hold that thought, oranges. That's Overmars, isn't it? Number 11 for Barca. Mark Overmars. They couldn't get the rights to any of the Dutch players at the time, or the Brazilian players, I want to say. Yeah, PES 2. It's after PES 2, I can go back to all of the games and really enjoy them. But before PES 3, basically, I can kind of, yeah, not play these games ever again and be okay with that. But, oh, Savaloy looks for his mate. But with that said, back in the day, I was hooked on this game. I could not stop playing it. It's all I played was PES 2. It's all my PlayStation 2 had inserted into it. That sounded dodgy. Did it sound dodgy? But that's all it had, that disc. Inside, it may as well have been glued inside. It weren't coming out until PES 3, obviously. Ah, I can't score it. Did I score in the previous game? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Totti at the beginning of the match. But these games, as good as they were, and they were good. The first two games, in my opinion, I don't think they've aged particularly well, but I think I am being a bit harsh there. Because they still play a better game of footy than eFootball does today. There's my first eFootball reference. How many times will I bring that game up throughout this video? Oh, I mean, I'm still having fun. They're still fun. All these years later, these games are still fun. Even these old games, PES 1 and PES 2, are still a ton of fun. Catalonia seem to be... Ah, Brookin. I loved Brookin. Saviola. Oh, what am I doing? It's a bit slower than I remember it being this. I always used to complain that PES 2 was... the game was a little bit too quick. But the pace feels just right to me. Ah, it is a tad end to end. A little bit like PES 6. That became like end to end, didn't it? More attacking focused. But yeah, scrap what I said earlier. This is really good. It's really good for its age, this. I mean, the loose passes like that there, and in FIFA games at the time, the ball just went to... it was stuck to your feet. There were a lot of thought to FIFA on PS2. The earlier games. They were lol, actually. FIFA on PS2, the first entries, in my opinion here, were lol. It'd be... by now, it'd already be like 7-6 to me if it was FIFA on PS2. Like FIFA 2001, 2002. They were lol. I don't think FIFA started getting good yet on PS2. Not around now. Anyway, that's PES 2. It's really good. It's really good. Let's move on to the next game in the series.
The ball possession percentages today are like this.
Okay, things just got serious. It's Pro Evolution Soccer 3. Here we go. Change of engine time in regards to the gameplay engine, and it will be very, very obvious to me as soon as I start playing it. Good friend of mine, good friend of the channel, big shout out to Dave. I always think of Dave whenever I mention PES 3, let alone play it. It's his favourite PES of all time. It would be up there for me. It would make my top 5 PES games for sure. When I first played the demo of this game, I was in love because we had a demo here in the UK which you could buy from Game and Game Station. It was like £2, and there was a handful of international teams you could choose. One of them being England. It was the first time I saw Beckham doing his free kick animation in-game on a PES game. And that demo, that's all I played. It's all I counted down the days to this being released. I was in love. Now, don't ask me what engine this is running on. I have no idea. But it was a change in direction for Konami at this point. And the season does start here. This is a masterpiece of a football game. It's a masterpiece. The best, or one of my favourite cover arts to a game, or to a PES game, with Pierluigi Collina, of course. Now, I'm not keen on the menus here. They're still going with this very international superstar soccer looking menus, and the music's dodgy as all hell, but it's also full of memories. We've got many teams or clubs to choose from here. I say many, there's a few. There's a few. Many's being a bit kind. So I'm just going to go through them, guys. You can see what they're called. I mean, you all know. You've all played these games. We've got a couple of licensed clubs mixed in there, like Milan and Roma, Feyenoord. The Italian teams, basically. And a couple of the teams from the Netherlands. Steve McLaren's Netherlands. I always thought that should be Man United. That flag there. I'd always mistakenly mistake it for Man United, because of course Man United, or Tradbricks as they're called in this, is the different flag. But we are going to play as Tradbricks at the Tradbrick Stadium against Yorkshire, which are obviously Leeds. Let's change the stadium. Actually, let's see what stadiums we... Oh, we got Stamford Bridge. I always forget that was in this. Anfield. Interesting. I don't remember that, guys. I got to admit, I don't remember Stamford Bridge being in this game. And then you got your usual suspects. It felt like Monaco Stadium and the San Siro were like in every PES game. I know that's probably not the case with later PES games. I don't know if they had Monaco's. I don't know. But anyway. So, fake player names again, but mixed in with real ones. You've got Gills, you've got Von Nistelstrom, or Misdelstrom, as he's called in this. And again, it's just a case of Konami, why don't you just call them Manchester? You ain't going to get any legal issues for that. And I think they were so wary of being taken to or through the courts by, I don't know, the Premier League or the Football Association or whoever owned the rights to all of these clubs. It's the only thing I can come up with to why they were so way off what they're called. Because, I mean, Man United, Tradbricks, it's funny, but it's, back in the day it would annoy me. Oh, this annoyed me as well. I'm moaning again. But Man United have white shorts and white socks. In Europe, they'll wear white shorts, white socks, sure. Giggs looks 50 odd in this as well, doesn't he? His Barthez. Ah, this game, though. I mean, those are just grumbles of mine. But this game is phenomenal. On the pitch where it matters, this game... Dave sums it up well when he speaks of this game. He says it's the perfect balance between attack and defence. PES 5, some say, was overly defensive, lots of 0-0 type matches, and then PES 6 was very attacking focused, whereas PES 3 got that balance just right. I'd agree with him on that. Such a good football game this was, so good. But they got Dubious Dewberry at the back. That was a good lead side, but I tend not to go back to this game these days because I think the games that have come since are better. Simple as that. This is old. These are old games. For 2003, there was nothing like this game. A conventional 4-4-2 stadium. Those bricks at the bottom of the pitch there. I mean, it is the trad bricks, isn't it? But I mean, it's so dangerous. But yeah, this is some people's favourite, not just Dave. There's a small corner of the internet, of the PES community, and this is their game, you know? This is their PES. You'll hear a lot of people say PES 6. There'll be a large group of people who will say PES 5, but there is that, like I say, a small following of people. A small following of people, that makes no sense. A small group of people, I should say. Ah, come on, Gills. That class this is the best PES game of all time, and it's difficult to argue with them. The only thing I would say, if I had to, from a gameplay perspective, criticise this game, and I think it's more to do with the age of the game now and the hardware it's running on, but it feels a bit limited when you're on the ball. It feels a bit basic now, going back to this. The ball doesn't seem to have that nice weight that it's got in later PES games on PS2. But if I was to criticise it, that's all I could come up with. Because it's sublime. This is still so good to play. Oh, Gills, he's done well there. Oh, Van Mistelstrom. And when I say arcadey as well, guys, I'm not criticising the game for that, because you need it to be accessible. It had that hook, and that's what made the PS2 great, was that arcadey nature of them, but then the depth. There was always depth with these games. When people say arcadey, they tend to think of early FIFA games, I wouldn't even say they're arcadey. I'd just say they're lol. They're just poorly made games, in my opinion. They're just... Yeah, hit the shoot button and it goes in. Cross. Like, PES around now, it was hard to score a goal. How many goals have we seen so far in this video? Not many. And that's what made scoring goals feel special. Now go back to FIFAs around that time. I always remember the first FIFA on PS2. My brother owned it. I was like, Matt, because he bought his PS2 before me. I owned it a couple of months after it released. My brother Matt had it on day one. I was like, mate, you got to get the new FIFA and you got to get a DVD. We got to test the DVD. We were in Asda supermarket. And Matt was like, yeah, okay, mate. So he bought FIFA 2, I want to say 2001, and From Dusk Till Dawn, Scholes! Oh, Paul Scholes, the best Man United player of all time, in my opinion. Or best midfielder of all time for United. Yeah, From Dusk Till Dawn and FIFA 2001. I couldn't wait to try FIFA 2001. I hope it was 2001 on PS2. It was one of the launch games with PS2. It was dreadful. We played it for like an hour and we were lolling. We were blown away by the visuals and stuff at the time and the presentation, all the kits and stuff. But we were just whipping in crosses and scoring overhead kicks time after time. What a goal that is. Time after time. It was lol. And you could call that arcadey. I don't know what you want to call it, but it was crap. There's nothing wrong with a game being arcadey if it's good. And these PES games on PS2 strike that perfect balance between arcade and sim. The later PES games on Fox Engine were more sim focused in a way because they were slow and turgid. You know, not all of them, but a few of them were slow and turgid. They didn't have that fun factor that these more arcadey PES games on PS2 did have. But anyway, Pro Evolution Soccer 3 is still incredible. I've scored an absolute screamer with Scholesy. Let's get to PES 4.
Scholes. That splits the defence. Here's the strike. The keeper gathers it in.
So this was the first PES that I tried to buy at a midnight launch, or rather, I tried to create my own midnight launch. They weren't really a thing for PES games in the PS2 era. And I'm going to reference Matt again if you're watching. Big shout out to Matt. Matt and I walked, because he lived a couple of miles away from PC World. Other stores are available. I was like, Matt, let's walk there, man. Because it closed it closed really late. And we got there, and all the PES 4, or copies of PES 4, were ready for the next day. They were out on the shelf, because they had a video game section, obviously. And we were like, look, you're closing any second. We've just walked 45 minutes to get here. Please, can we just have this? I mean, it goes... Well, it's officially released tomorrow or at midnight. Nah, they would not let us. Oh, we can't, the tills. The tills won't recognise it until tomorrow morning at 8. Oh, guys, I was livid. And then we just walked up there the next morning and bought it. But I'll always remember that about this, PES 4. I'll always remember that journey we went on. Literally a journey. Just to get an old footy. Well, it wasn't old at the time. This was also the first PES I bought on Xbox. Because I traded my PS2 for an Xbox by now. And like I say, first PES on Xbox, editing. Menus by now had changed a lot. We'd moved more into, quote-unquote, the current gen at the time. We'd gone away from those menus that we had in PES 1, 2 and 3, which I'm not fond of. Anyway, I know I'm rambling a bit in this video, guys. You have to bear with me. I'm excited talking about all this. I got so many things I want to say. I don't know what to say first. Anyway, Man Red was okay. I didn't mind that. Calling it Man Red, that's fine. But I mean, some of these team names, guys, they're dreadful. Oh, this music, man. But yeah, I spent a lot of time in edit mode in this. I probably spent more time in edit mode than playing the game. With hindsight, I made some of the dodgiest looking Man United kits you can think of as well. Because if you didn't know, this game had its own little like Microsoft Paint package included. It was dodgy, but it was cool as hell. It was also the first PES I took online. Because on Xbox, or Xbox Live was far superior at the time to PlayStation Network or whatever that was called. Old Firm Green. Oh, the memories here. The memories. FC Belgium. Oh, man. Let's go license clubbing. We've got quite a few here for PES 4. It was the first PES, I think, that went up to 6-star difficulty. But you'd have to unlock it. And as you can see, I haven't unlocked it because we're using a fresh memory card for this video. Because I wanted it vanilla. I wanted all the games vanilla so we'd get the silly fake names, etc. I didn't want option files. And they've stepped it up here in regards to the stadiums. The Old Lady Stadium. Loving this, man. Absolutely loving it. Just this music, it just takes me back to a simpler time. I mean, times were simpler when you're younger, of course. You haven't got as many responsibilities. Life's a little bit easier, I guess. I always found this cool. You could change the referee. Could you do this on PES 3? I can't remember. Let's go with Alberto Carlos. There we go. He's Roberto Larcus's cousin. Oh, man. Okay. It's like a fake punk song or something, isn't it? Like instrumental punk. Or is that a stretch? I think it is. Right, here we go. I think presentation is at the time I didn't mind it. It was fine. These menus, it hasn't aged well. It's very Konami in regards to presentation. It's all very basic. It looks a little bit amateur. There's Adriano with his earring. But as soon as you get on the pitch, it's not amateur. It's I always wondered whose lips they were. Anyone else wonder that? I wonder if it was Seabass's wife. Or his mum. It could have been his mum. I doubt it. Anyway, enough about lips. On the pitch, it was far from amateur. It was such a beautiful series. Sometimes I'll get the question from someone on a YouTube video or a family member, like a brother or whatever, will say, what's your favourite video game series of all time? I don't even have to think about it. It's Pro Evolution Soccer. It's just easy. It's simples. Okay. Weird formation. Not having that. That was a good inside, that, wasn't it? That was a decent side, that. The 3-4... Is it 3-4-3 for Inter? Can't work that out, what they're playing. It is Alberto Carlos, the referee this evening. And let's see how this plays. I haven't played this since New Year's Eve, I want to say, last year. We did it for the live stream, I think. Okay. Let's see what Martins can do here for Inter. He whips it. Oh, it's a lovely pace to it. I always, in my brain, picture this to be too fast, this game, too quick. But it's got a perfect pace for me. Ball feels wonderful in this game. This is an underrated PES game, this is. This is the PES game no one ever mentions. Oh, I thought I'd go on Amazy. I thought we got a solo goal incoming here from Cafu, the right back. Yeah, I want to say this is the underrated gem. This is the PES game no one speaks about. Everyone talks about PES 6 and PES 5 and PES 3. No one ever mentions PES 4. That's how it feels to me. There's Seedorf. Maldini has got a lot of pace, Maldini. Ah, it's poor, that. Pirlo. Loving this. I don't like the pitches, but I always say that. On the PS2, I thought the pitches look weird. I mean, they're not even green, are they? Like, what colour are they supposed to be? Peppermint? Like a grey sort of green, aren't they? It's very strange. But you didn't care back in the day. You didn't care because the gameplay was so good. And it's in the name of the series, but it was an evolution on the previous game every single time. Even when we get to post PES 6, I don't know. The video might drag a bit after that because some will argue, Shevchenko, that PES 6, sorry, after PES 6, it's much of a muchness. It's all using the PES 6 engine, and a lot of the games are just the same, if not exactly the same. That would be a fair assessment for sure. But I can always feel the differences between all of the games, even the slight tweaks. Wasn't as obvious as it was between the likes of, say, PES 3 or PES 1 to PES 3, from PES 3 to PES 5. It was extremely obvious, the differences between those games. But this is good, PES 4. This is a very good football game. And like I say, had a lot of fun with it online. Lots of late nights playing against randoms. Before the days of Discord and just like instantly jumping into chat rooms with people and having voice chat. Just seeing a random username appear, waiting to connect, fighting the lag, because no one really had good internet. Or rather, it wasn't the fastest. I was on cable, actually, for gaming, which... Seedorf, which a lot of people didn't have at the time. But I wouldn't say it was fast. Not as fast as the internet speeds we get today. And they were good times. They were just good times. And then the community come together for PES 4. And I think made an option file available, which I grabbed, I want to say from PES Fan or a forum called ISS Extreme. They were the two oldest. Especially ISS Extreme. I think that was the first ever PES forum. Kaka! But it didn't stand the test of time, like the likes of EvoWeb. EvoWeb stood the test of time. They're still around today. Brilliant forum. But back then, I was a member of ISS Extreme. I didn't used to post. I used to lurk, read everyone's Master League stories. It was good times. And I think an option file appeared on there, and we downloaded that, put it onto a Max drive. Whack that into your Xbox. Job done. You got all the kits for all the teams, which blew my mind as well. I loved it.
It's an early cross.
It's an early cross.
Clear with a header.
Go on.
He tries from way up.
Everyone's just firing shots here, but Inter. They've got Rev on, of course. Inter. Right. That's a beauty.
Headed away.
Yeah, I need to play this more, this PES.
Goes out of play in a good position.
I really do. It's so good.
Launches an early cross.
It's a whippy. It goes over everyone.
Nobody there.
Let me know your memories with PES 4. Let me know if you think it's underrated. Let me know if you think it's rated. And these games are just getting better and better with each release as well. That was the thing with PES for me. He's in. I bring in keeper out. Adriano scores. He makes it 1-0. Right, let's get to the next game, guys. PES 5.
Goal came from the forward. The atmosphere has reached fever pitch. A great strike. It doesn't get much better than that.
The music is muted for obvious reasons because we had the, like we did with PES 2, with this intro we get Kasabian's music. I think it's Kasabian. I can't remember. I'll put my own music in the background for you guys. PES 5. Pro Evolution Soccer 5. It's the best PES, in my opinion, released in the European regions anyway, on the PS2. It's a toss-up between this and one of the late PESs, like PES 2013 on PS2, but we'll get to that later. This is incredible, this football game. This is probably the game, or the PES game, I've played the most of. It's not for everyone. Some people think the referee, it gets too annoying, I should say, because of the referee. He will blow up for the most silly fouls every few seconds, and that's my criticism for this game. It doesn't flow like the other PES games can. But on the ball, this game it's just got this ingredient where I could not stop thinking about it and stop playing it. It was just something else. And it was another game where I played, or I spent a lot of time online with it as well as offline. The Master League here is really interesting to get into, as is the online aspect of the game. You'd meet some really like-minded opponents who'd want to play footy, you know? It wasn't about Ultimate Team and unlocking fantasy retro players back then. It was about taking a current day squad like Arsenal or Chelsea or whoever, take them online and beat your opponent. None of this obsessing about unlocking Halloween version of Leo Messi and whatever. Anyway, times change. I'm sounding like an old man shouting at cloud, I know. Chelsea and Arsenal, because why not? They're licensed. They're the cover stars, or John Terry and co on. You could do that, look. You could do shorts and socks. That was a feature that I thought we'd see in PES after this game for every game. And they removed it, Konami. It's bizarre. Anyway, stadiums. You guys know I love my stadiums. 34. I don't remember this having 34, you know. I don't remember that at all. Loads of choice here. I think as packages go, this is the ultimate PES, or one of them, because I think it's got the best menus, in my opinion, to get around. The menus are great. The front menu, the opening screen with John Terry and Henry looks fantastic. I think it's the hardest PES when you go up to 6-star. This game can be brutal in 6-star. 5-star, not so much. And yeah, just a challenging game. Can be a bit boring for some people because of the, like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of 0-0 results in this version of PES. But some people like the more tactical, defensive, thoughtful side of this version of PES. It's definitely more of a this is a Serie A match, or rather this is the Serie A PES, because obviously Italian football was known for teams defending really well, defensive excellence, and winning games 1-0. So this is the Italian PES, if you like, and PES 6 then would probably be, I don't know, the Dutch PES, because it's more attacking focused. That's my analogy anyway, my metaphor. It stinks, I know. Oh, that Arsenal side was good. Good side, that. Chelsea around this time with a team to beat, though. Let's see how this plays. I mean, I know how it plays, but I haven't played it on PS2 for ages. I always play the PC version. Oh, man. Oh, this game. So good. So that was a bit of a letdown for me when I first played this game, was the crowds, or the lack of. There's no crowds shown at the stadiums, and that was, I remember reading a memory related that Konami removed, hold that thought, oh, Duff. Konami removed the crowds to save memory, so the game would run smooth, and I'd rather that, but it's a little bit like pandemic times at these stadiums. You can hear this crowd around you and you can't see anyone. That's probably why I play a lot of these PS2 era PES games on PC these days. You've got the better pitches because of patches, because of the community. Better pitches, crowds at the stadium, etc. I mean, pitches looked dreadful, didn't they? They looked dreadful. I know we've got a grey, rainy match here, but still, the pitches just, there's no vibrancy at all. And some stadiums were better than others, admittedly, but in general, the pitches needed work. But the gameplay. Oh, Drogba. Oh, he's in then. Ref. Not even a booking for him. Right, let's go for goal. Ah, you got to go for goal when you got Lampard, because his stats in this, his free kick accuracy is very high, which was realistic, of course. Is this the best PES game on PS2? It's probably... Yeah, it is. It's my favourite. It's the best PES game on PS2 for sure. Winning 11 would like to have a word, but maybe I'll do a Winning 11 video at a later date where we'll do all the Winning 11 games on PS2 back to back. Because the best football game of all time, you all know it, what I think. It's Winning 11 9 Liveware Evolution, which is this. It's PES 5, but it's different. It's a refined version of this. It came out a bit later, I want to say, but it was exclusive to the Korean market. That football game is sensational. He's away. But we didn't get to buy that here in the shops here. So PES 5 you had to make do. And it was a special game, this. There's Duff.
To the near post.
Ah. Makaleli. He's not known for scoring, is he? Or Macas. But yeah, it's so good. Just still, to this day, so good. 2005. We're in 2025 now as I'm recording this. All of these years later, I'm sat here on a Sunday afternoon playing a game which is old. It's old now, this, and it still plays a better game of footy than anything we've got on the market today. And I'm not, or I don't think that would be an unpopular opinion to have. It's actually difficult paying this game plaudits for me these days, because I've said it all before. I've paid it all of its plaudits. There isn't much more to say about this game, apart from, like I say, the lack of crowds, the pitches being dull and washed out, and the referee does get annoying. When I go back to this game now, it annoys me more now than it used to. He's away. Johnson lays it off to Lampard. He's missed. How has he missed that? How was Lampard? Look at him arriving late. It's so realistic. Oh my days, guys. How on earth did he miss that? Anyway, let's move on to PES 6. This is fantastic. It's still the best, in my opinion. Well, maybe. We'll see. I could change my mind, couldn't I, in this video if I wanted to. You could do anything you want, guys, if you put your mind to it. Right, let's get to the next game. By now, Pro Evolution Soccer was starting to appear on newer consoles, or rather, as we all know, this had the release on the Xbox 360. I don't know if it was a bit later on than this release on PS2, but that's the version I owned, and I just did not like it. I went back to PES 5 on Xbox. So I missed out on this, and it really annoys me to this day, because if I'd still owned my PS2, I would have been all over this if I'd realised how good this game was on PS2. So this intro and all this kind of stuff, you got this on the 360 version. But the 360 version was lacking in content, and the gameplay wasn't as good as this version either, in my opinion. Now, I don't know if this did get a release actually on Xbox, because I own the original Xbox and a 360. Surely it did if it released on PS2. But I love this. I love this game. And now I have a bit more fun with this game these days than PES 5. But that's probably because this game to me still feels fresh and new, because I didn't own it. Whereas, as I said earlier, PES 5 I spent a silly amount of hours playing that game. I loved this motion capture with the players, the real players there doing their keepy ups and all that kind of stuff, and the music. Oh yeah, that's another subject matter for the video, guys. Favourite music. What is your favourite music from the PS2 PES games? You're not allowed to enter the licensed soundtrack games, which came later on. Oh, yes, you are. Go on. You can do what you want. I'll let you. Mine is this, I think. PES 6. I don't know what the woman says on that sample. Let's play against... Who should we play against? There we go, Bordeaux. What does she say? In my mind, it's Tunnel of Love. Tunnel of Love. I don't know, actually. I don't know what she says. Anyway, stadiums. Loads. Loads of stadiums. 34. I mean, with the PES 6 game on 360, it was a joke. What did we have, guys? I'm trying to remember how many stadiums. 12 or something? Or am I way off? No edit mode. The actual gameplay itself was just... It felt very basic to me. I think Konami really messed up with that. I think they rushed it out. They should have just waited, not bothered releasing that on 360 at all, and waited for PES 2008 and just got that right. Had that in the oven for longer. Because PES 6 was lol, it was crap. With hindsight, it was crap. Compared to this. Oh, they've got Jean-Claude Darcheville up front there, Bordeaux. I remember him. Monaco have got Roma FC in goal. Stade Louis II, or Stade Louis II, however you say it. An unusual stadium, isn't it, in Monaco? Built over on top of a, I want to say on top of a car park. Is that right? There's cars parked under the pitch somewhere. Like a multi-story car park. Anyway, it's Monaco here against Bordeaux. It's PES 6 on the PS2. Such a good football game. This is very different to 5. Now, I think the general consensus with PES on PS2, if you were to ask, I don't know, 100 PES players who loved the PS2 PES games, I would probably hazard a guess that 50% of that poll would be PES 6. And then it would be like 30% PES 5, and then other PES 3, etc. That's just a wild speculation from me. But I said earlier, guys, you could do what you want. You can make your own rules. Within reason. Anyway, here we go. Let's see what I can do in this. Can I score a goal? Did I score a goal earlier? Chelsea? I can't remember. I don't know. Okay. So, atmosphere a bit flat here. This pitch looks okay. I mean, pitches in the daytime on a sunny day match looked okay in these PS2 games. But if you played at night and it was like winter and it was raining, they looked poor, didn't they? Oh,
Very important interception there.
So we've still got Peter Brackley, of course, as the commentator, but I think that all changes in the next game. So we've had Brackley and Brookin, the duo for PES 3, PES 4, PES 5 and PES 6, haven't we? His collar. I don't remember Carlo being at Monaco. This is fantastic, this is. Now, it might be placebo effect, but in this game, I felt like the pitches were a little bit bigger. You had more space to do attacking moves, and it is more attacking focused, this game. It's a tad more end-to-end. I would say this is a more fun game than PES 5. Which doesn't necessarily make it better. It was just more fun, especially if you're having tournaments with friends and stuff. Because the ref isn't blowing his whistle so much. PES 5 was, in my opinion, more of a slog, more of a grind, more of a play it on your own, take it more seriously kind of PES. Ah, this is nice. A little chirp. What's happened? It's offside, is it? I'm loving this, guys. How many times have I said that? I am loving this, though. What a great idea, this. All these PES games back to back, eh? I don't blow my own whistle much. I'm sure someone else on YouTube's done it, but anyway, they haven't done it the same way I do it. That's for sure. Make of that what you will. Oh, Modesto, I like this guy. Ah, what's that, though? Goodness me, you should have got that one in. Oh, Jean-Claude Dashville, he's done me. He's done me. This is superb, by the way. Absolutely. Oh, don't slide in. What's he doing? He's... Hey, after all that, and he does that. But that is how unpredictable PES was. You don't know what's going to happen in these matches. It's so unpredictable. And guys, how many goals have we had in this video so far? From me or the CPU? All of the games were realistic in regards to score lines. Sure, you got the occasional 3-0 or 6-1 thriller, but you didn't see them much. They were few and far between. When you did get one, you'd be thinking about it for days, you know? Whereas, oh my god, what was that? Whereas with other PES games, sorry, other football games, FIFA, etc., you'd get high-scoring, unrealistic matches all the time. It was just crap. He's in! And disclaimer, there are some FIFA games I absolutely love. So I'm not like... I'm just using this as an example of the time. Struggling to get my words out, guys. Because I'm so excited. I also need a drink. So on that note, I'm going to go and get a glass of squash. You enjoy this bit of footage. And we'll look at PES 2008 next. Oh, he's in. Keeper. What's he doing? Keeper. Oh, my days. Anyway, yeah. PES 2008 coming any second now.
Careless pass picked off. Alonso.
PES 2008. Here we go. I've had a drink, guys. Feeling refreshed. I also had a banana. So, yeah, feel better now. Here we go. So I think one of the songs, maybe two of the songs on the soundtrack in this version of PES is licensed, but the rest of them aren't, I think. The soundtrack in this is woeful, by the way. I think it is. But I quite like this intro. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, we'd gone away by now from the weird intros of PES 1 and 2 and 3, which I quite liked, but they were, I don't know, they weren't fitting or befitting of culture and down with the kids, quote unquote, kind of thing by now. So Konami would yeah, experimenting with graphics. But this is cool. It's like an acid trip, I guess. They're going for that vibe, aren't they? Look, we're down the beach with the ladies playing footy. Were they at the beach? I don't know. Oh wow, I've never watched this long, this intro. This is probably my favourite then. This is fantastic. That's cool as hell. That could be a music video, man. Wow. Anyway, PES 2008. This game is brilliant. It's fantastic, this game. I love it. And I like the menus here. They're a bit ugly, I guess, but they're nice and streamlined and easy to get around. Oh, this music is so bad. There's your settings anyway, guys. Let's just do an exhibition game here. Now, I made a video on this game, covering this game, as I'm recording this video a few days ago, and I posed the question, is this the best PES on the PS2? Because it's like an evolved version of PES 6, and many people's favourite game is PES 6. Well, if that's your favourite PES game, then why isn't this your favourite PES game? Because this is better than PES 6, in my opinion. That was a mouthful. We got the blue ball. I hate this thing. It looks like the mini planet Earth is what I said on that previous video. We're going to use it, though, because we've been using the default ball on all of these videos. On all of these matches, I should say. In all of these PES games, I should say. Oh, guys. It's not easy making videos, okay? It's not easy. Oh. I wonder if that's... Yeah, that. Is that the first time we see the Artemio Franchi in a PS2 PES? Now, this is a really good game for content. Loads of stadiums here. Someone made the comment in that PES 2008 video, which I referenced, that there was a lot of content in this PES, which probably resulted in the infamous Master League bug, which we did get. And that's kind of why I avoided this game. But look, guys, capital letters. By now, Konami had decided they wanted to capitalize everything. Team names, player names. It's like they were shouting. And it looked crap. Because the stadium name there is uppercase, lowercase. Now, some of you be like, Mike, you're weird. Why did you care? Stuff like this annoys me. It's all about having good presentation. And to me, it looks amateur. And they stuck with that formula then for years. The old capital letters thing. I never liked it. That is why when you play some of these PS2 greats, the patch makers who patch these games for the PC versions will change all of the lettering to upper and lowercase so it looks more professional. There is a reason. It's not just me being crazy. Anyway, the commentary, or the commentators, have changed. We now have possibilities! John Champion. And I was trying to do an impression of Mark Lawrenson, but I can't. But yeah, Mark Lawrenson. And this is my favourite commentary duo, and some of you will laugh at that. But it is on PES, because John Champion I think is pretty good. And I think Mark Lawrenson is hilarious with some of his one-liners. And that combination was just right. Just what I wanted and needed in my footy games. But that ball is a monstrosity, but you can change it. It doesn't matter. And this pitch looks quite nice, actually. Ajax Stadium. We've got MySpace.com, a place for friends, advertisements. We've got IGN. We've got Zoo Magazine, which was a quote-unquote... I'm getting my quotes out again. My quotation marks, I should say. But it's a quote-unquote lads mag. Zoo. You'd get the likes of what's her name? Abby Titmus. Stop it. Abby Titmus and Kelly Brook. Those type of glamour models. And then you'd get the odd, like, article in Zoo on away days for footy fans and that kind of thing. You know, it was a lads mag. It was of the time. You won't get stuff like that anymore. Damn it. At least I don't think you do. Right. Oh! He lets fly. I mean, look at it. It is a mini planet Earth, that ball. Look at it. What were Konami smoking at the time, though? Now, I hated this game when I played the demo of it. Not this version, but the 360 version. I remember the demo hitting Xbox Marketplace, downloading it in a frenzy, excited, watching the download, which felt like all night, and then started playing it, and then just turned it off straight away. I hated it. I quite like it these days on 360. I prefer this version, PS2. There's a nice weight to the ball by now with PES on PS2. This is what I was saying about PES 3 earlier. Everything felt a little bit arcadey, like a gust of wind would blow over your player. It's not the case here. There's more of a weight to everything. Might be placebo effect, I have no idea, but it's just what I think of these old games. Oh, what's he done? Yeah, this is such a good Pro Evo, guys. This is up there, mind. This would make my top 5 08 on PS2. But the Master League bug. And if I can't play Master League, there's no point. There's no point playing a footy game. And if you didn't know what the Master League bug was or is, it's basically... I'm going to try and get this right. When you get to transfers, you will sign someone, and for some reason the CPU will just mistakenly allocate them a ridiculous salary, which you can't avoid, and I think that results in game overs. I think that's what happens. A few of you guys have told me about it on other videos that I've made, and I think Dave and I did start playing a PES 08 PS2 version Master League for the channel, and we had to stop because of it. I'm pretty sure that happened. Anyway, it's Davids. Oh, wow, that's wonderful from Kennedy for Ajax. It's not like Kennedy was at Chelsea, is it? No, he'd be much younger around now.
It's across the face of goal.
Ah! Davids! Oh, why does he take it with his right? It was a terrible shot anyway. Goodness me, should have got that one in. Oh, Lawrenson, go on, mate. Oh, I like De Guzman. Good player. His Huntelaar, that was terrible from me. Vla. Yeah, this would be up there. Gameplay-wise, this would be up there for sure. Very, very enjoyable Pro Evolution Soccer game, this. Very enjoyable. But the game that's coming next, 09, might be better than this. Might be. Like I said earlier, I do change my mind a lot with these old PS2 greats. They're all good. We're spoiled for choice here. They're all good. It was Dennis Romadal, wasn't it? Oh, Suarez. Luis Suarez is fouled. That looks nasty, that. What's the ref going to do, though? Yeah, he's injured. Oh, Luis Suarez and his Ajax. They looks nothing like him. Anyway, let's move. Let's move on to PES 2009. PES Productions present. Are you ready? Are you ready for this, guys? Have a guess. Have a guess what it's going to be. So, this is a game I don't have a lot of or any memories with, PES 2009. Because I just never played it on PS2 until recent times. A few of you guys mentioned it to me and said, Mike, you got to check it out. It's better than 08. Oh, I love this intro. I haven't watched the intro for this yet. This looks awesome, doesn't it? For a PS2. Look at this. But when I did feature this on Retro Football, as I'm recording this a few weeks or days ago, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. There isn't a PES game on PS2 I don't like. Simple as that. There isn't one. They're all good in their own way. I mean, even if I have a least favourite, maybe PES 1 now. That's still an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 video game. It's ridiculous how good this series was. It is ridiculous. This video is just showcasing greatness from beginning to end. It's crazy how good these were. But yeah, PES 2009. So I didn't own it on 360 at the time. I wasn't interested. I think the menus look okay. It depends on my mood. Sometimes I think they look tacky. They're fine. They're absolutely fine. Quick and snappy to get around. We've got the Become a Legend here, but I can't remember if that was in 08. And this is another soundtrack where a few songs might be licensed because YouTube, when I uploaded my 09 video, flagged it as having copyrighted content. So I had to edit the video again and take out the official song, which is the song playing now. But you won't hear it because I'll take it out because I've learned my lesson from last time. So it's France v Argentina. France in the change strip. So the WE-PES 09 claw is the ball we'll use for this. Here are the other choices. But the claw is actually it's actually a decent looking ball as Konami PES default balls go. I quite like that they did that. They had a ball for every PES. It's pretty cool. There you go. There's other subject matter, or another topic, I should say, for the replies for the video. Your favourite ball? Which PES ball's your favourite? Mine's 2013 because it looked like a Nike ball, kinda. I think it did, anyway. Right, Letitia Park. I don't know if that's a real stadium or a fake one. I'm gonna say it's fake. Oh, Konami, go easy on me with those caps. It is like they'd lost... No, it's like their caps lock was just, like, glued to on. And they'd lost the button. Can you lose a button? You can, can't you? If you rip the... You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. That's all that matters. I'm embarrassed now. It was a crap joke. But it's true, though, isn't it? Oh, this could be France's Stadium, the Stade de France, couldn't it? I reckon it could. Anyway, I've always loved Argentina kit. It's the best national jersey in world football, in my opinion. Argentina. Just the white and blue stripes just looks cool as hell. It's so iconic.
This game on the point of getting underway, and watching it with me is...
Here we go, then.
Good afternoon to you, John. I can't wait to get
Look at the players I've got. Now, I think by now, the player faces in these PS2 versions, they looked off to me. There was something not right about them. Not all of them, but some of these faces look a bit weird to me. But that might just be me. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, you can tell who's who, but something's a bit off. We do have to bear in mind, we didn't have the face scanning technology and all that kind of stuff. Or rather, the PS2 didn't have the capabilities or the memory to include all this stuff and ensure that you could play a smooth game of footy as its big brother, the PS3, did. So there might be something in that, I don't know, but I just think the faces started looking a bit strange, like PES 08 onwards. Is Maluda. Pitches are still pretty bad as well, aren't they? I mean, look at this pitch texture. What's that? But this video game, 09, is fantastic. Our Rubery looks pretty good. This plays such a... Oh, what was that? I didn't mean to do that. Plays such a good game of video game footy. And you haven't got the Master League bug with this one. So you can enjoy a career mode in this. I would say this is a little bit quicker than 08. It feels a little bit quicker to me. But it's still fantastic. There's Big Willie, Sangyol. This man's dangerous when he's crossing, except I didn't cross because I just kept the sprint button held down, which you should never do in higher difficulties in the PES games. Oh, that was a foul all day long, ref. How did I get away with that one? Oh my days, what's that? Messi and Tevez up front, that's unfair. Oh, here he is, Messi. Oh, what's going on?
Well worked to win the ball.
Yeah, this is brilliant, this football game. This is another one of those, a bit like PES 4. Hold that thought. He's in! Ah! A bit like PES 4. The PES that no one really speaks about. Although, with that said, after PES 08, people... Oh my god, he's in. He's in. He's... No! People start... Or I do. I can't speak for all of you, but we kind of combine all of the games together. Like, in my mind, PES 09, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14 on PS2 are all the same game, but which isn't strictly true. They all play slightly differently, and of course you've got different content. You'll have the Champions League license added for some, the Copa Santander Libertadores. Have I butchered how you say that? But you've got that included in some of the later games and not others, etc. But essentially, we're still running on PES 6 engine here. I say essentially, I think literally. Oh, I think that's literally the case. I don't think they've moved away from oh my god, Gallus is off. I don't think Konami have moved away from the PES 6 engine for any of these games. Again, like I said earlier, correct me if I'm wrong in the replies. Keeper. But this is cool. Let's move on to the next Pro Evolution Soccer game, PES 2010.
Benzema. Sangyol.
And here we go. It's PES 2010. And I really like this PS2 version as well. Now, The music I can hear in the background, you guys won't hear it, is the Champions League music, but it's not the main song we all think of. It's that other one when you're sitting in menus, which is owned by UEFA, so I'll have to edit it out. But I love this song, it's cool. Look at this. This is an intro. Have you guys thought of your favourite intro yet? Mine's still 08, because I like the acid trip thing I did. I thought that was pretty cool. So we got the UEFA Champions League license, of course, all over this, and Konami are showing that off, and why not? They've probably paid a lot of money to have this in their games. And at the time, if you were playing the FIFA games, which I would have been now, I would have just bought FIFA 10, or about to buy it on 360. You didn't get the Champions League license. You'd have to play in the Champions Cup, as it was known, in the FIFA career mode. And yeah, I thought it was cool when Konami had the rights to Champions League, but they didn't really do too much with it. It was pretty cool in PES 2013, I think, actually, on Xbox 360. I think they had the license for it then, anyway. That's an intro. That's an intro. That's up there. I like that. First time for me seeing a lot of these intros, because I get impatient and just skip them usually. So, PES 2010. What have you got in store for us? I have featured this on the channel for the Retro Football playlist, I think. PS2. Yeah, I'll be muting the soundtrack. These are real songs, I think. What's a real artist? I don't know. Anyway, let's go with the Champions League because it's Champions League. Why not? We haven't done this yet, have we? Who should we go with, guys? Who should we choose? Let's go. Oh, let's go to a club who's not a club. Well, they are a club, but a club who's not in the obvious or the big leagues that I've been choosing, like England, Spain, Italy, etc. No disrespect to Porto, massive club in a fantastic league. So it's Porto against Besiktas. Yeah, this is definitely a real song I can hear on my headset. Stadium. So we're down to 25 now, which is interesting. I wonder what the reasoning is for that, because they could easily, you can't say it's licensing, because they could easily just give us loads of generic stadiums. Or is it because I'm playing a Champions League friendly here? It's probably that, isn't it? Why it's stripped down the selection. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Porto playing the 4-3-3. You guys know I love a 4-3-3. So I've skipped the intro there. You guys won't see it. I'll probably edit it out because UEFA are very strict about any footage of the Champions League on YouTube. And rightly so. They own the rights to it. So I've noticed by now, loading times are getting a lot longer for the matches because the presentation has stepped up now. They've got this license. Obviously, this Champions League license. So it's loading and all these assets and these people holding a Champions League flag and all that kind of stuff, which is interesting. Because if we cast our minds back to the top of the video with PES 1, it's pretty snappy. It's pretty quick getting you into matches, etc. Because everything is a lot more limited in regards to the presentation and the content on offer. Oh, here we go. Now, you guys won't hear this. It's the Champions music. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube, obviously. The channel's in a good place. It's in good health. I don't want to jeopardize that. And, yeah. I love that Besiktas kit. It's so simple and classy, that. I love it. Adidas kits at their best. They've gone off the boil a bit, Adidas, with their kits, I reckon. I don't like their kits now. They've gone down the, Nike route. Trying to be too clever for their own good. Too clever for their own good. But they're I like their clean, simple, classy kits. Not these, overly, garish kits that they've gone back to making. Or gone to making. Because I used to always love Adidas kits over Nike. Just me, though. Here we go. PES 2010. Oh, we've got Jim Belushi up front. Oh, Hulk, of course. Here he is, the main man. So now, by now, with these PES games on PS2, everything's starting to feel very similar to the previous game. And like I did say earlier, it's obviously all running on the same engine. This could be PES 2009 with upgraded kits. Not upgraded, but updated squads and kits and that kind of thing. But the more you play each of these titles individually, you will notice subtle changes like the odd animation being added, and the pace or the speed of the games differs as well to me. Like, this feels a tad slower than PES 2009, but it could be placebo. Hulk's in. Ref, that's a foul. Could be dangerous. Ah, Raul Morales. But this is fantastic as well. But it's difficult. There's not a lot more to add to these. Uh-oh, he's in. It's Bobo. It's Boba Fett. There's not a lot to add to what I've already said. Because, like I say, a lot of these games feel very, very similar post PES 2008, in my opinion. It's not to say they're not good, they're fantastic. But let's move on to Pro Evolution Soccer 2011.
15 minutes played.
And here it is, PES 2011. So we'll watch the intro. I'm loving this, guys. Hope you're enjoying. This is interesting, especially watching all these intros. Like I say, I haven't watched them before because I am so impatient. I would just skip. This is impressive. This looks really nice for PS2. Pirlo just hitting a long pass over there, and all these players now are licensed, or rather real players. And in the originals, obviously in PES 1 and 2 especially, you're just seeing generic players. There's Ronnie. Say what you see, mate. You're just seeing generic players playing football, aren't you? And it's all a little bit weird. I don't know why I find them weird, the intros to the first few matches. I just do. Like with the whole, the kids with their granddad or with their dad, like all standing up against the wall, looking over the wall. Like, I get it because it's, yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just, they're a bit weird, is all, in your video game. Whereas by now, Konami were down with the kids. They were down with the sport. Football is serious business. And, yeah, here we go anyway. Goodness me. So I've turned the soundtrack off because you just saw Keane pop up there, and it's not Roy Keane. Although that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Roy Keane doing a bit of karaoke at the bar, and they'd include one of his songs on the soundtrack. That would be quite funny. Anyway, we're going to jump into Copa Santander Libertadores because why not? This is PES 20... I had to think about that. 2011. And we're going to do Monterrey against Independiente Medellin, which I'm assuming is Colombia Medellin, isn't it? Oh, guys. PES, just... I could talk about it all day, all night, and then I could do the same tomorrow. Like, I could just... I must bore people when it comes to PES. It's just like I could talk about. I'm not like an expert on it. I couldn't go on Mastermind and have it as my subject matter because my memory's not good enough, and I don't know all the finer nuances of Pro Evolution Soccer and the backstory. You know, I know about Seabass, etc. I just know about my memories with the series, and the memories are special memories as well. It's like a time and a place memories thing. I remember where I was, I remember when I bought that game and where I bought it from and who I was dating at the time, where I was living. It's just association. I always remember something by when a PES game, or what year a PES game came out. I remember what I was doing that year, if it makes sense. Anyway, Here we go. So we got the official music here, which I'll have to mute. I know it's boring for this competition, which is a classical piece of music. Beautiful piece of music. Got the old Bimbo sponsors there. Stop it, guys. I want to know what Bimbo is. I've always wondered. I've seen it as an advertisement. Is it a food brand? What is it? Is it a supermarket in Latin America? Like, what is it? I know I could Google it. I'd rather ask you guys. Saves me time then. Anyway, I've chose this stadium because I like the looks of it. Because it looks South American to me. PES 2011. I remember really liking this when I did feature this on the channel. I've only played it once before, I think. I think I did a Konami Cup with this game. And again, it's very similar to the game I just played, PES 2010. And it's hard to differentiate. I can never say that word. Well, everyone's pressed. All of my defenders have pressed right up them for that free kick. But it is difficult telling the difference between the two games. The game I just played and this. They are so similar. And both incredibly enjoyable. These are fine football games. And if you've ever been on the fence about playing these old PES games, maybe you're a bit younger than me. Oh, come on. What's that? I went for a little curly whirly, guys. Watch. It's nowhere near. But nearly. Nearly is nowhere. If you're on the fence, you're a bit younger than me, or a lot younger than me. You've been playing a lot of the modern day kind of FIFA games. You've always wondered what these are like. I hope this video is kind of helping you make that choice, because these games are special and you need to play them to kind of get it without trying to sound too pretentious with it all or dramatic. But I'm just showing you snippets of first halves here of these matches. But when you've played through a season in these games, you'll see and hear things, man, that no one will believe. I can't believe I just said that. I can't believe I just said that. I like having this tournament in the game. I do remember one of our friends of the channel, Mateus, big shout out to Mateus, one of the administrators at our Discord community and at this channel. Mateus said something about it annoyed him that, and I'm paraphrasing, go on. Oh my god, he's toe poked it wide. Mateus said something about it annoyed him that there was such a lack of content when it came to this competition in these later games. They limited you to a certain amount of stadiums, I want to say. I do remember you making a comment about it, mate, because our Mateus is from the beautiful country of Brazil and would choose to use some of these clubs. And yeah, I know what you mean, mate. Oh, I think some of the stuff is not available to you in regards to content in this mode, is what you were saying. Is that right? I don't know. I can't remember. But I'd like to do a proper like Master League or something with these teams, but you just haven't got enough of the teams from every specific country, and you haven't got enough of the stadiums and that kind of thing to do one, because I've always thought about doing one of those. It'd be amazing. That free kick wasn't amazing. It's Cardoso. Anyway, let's move on. PES 2012 is incoming.
He is strong in the air.
When I first played this game on the Xbox 360, again, it was a demo. I really didn't like it. And by now, I wasn't really aware that the PS2 was still getting these PES games. And 2012 is going to be a lot like 2011 before it, that we've just watched me play. It's going to be very similar. But I remember loving this. The little of this I have played, I remember loving it. Now, what is strange with this is we've got all this intro here with Neymar and there's Nani, etc. You've got the England players. With PES 2013 on PS2, which we'll get to in a bit, you don't get this. You don't get this intro. It's very strange. And I've never understood why, because you did get the intro on the 360 version. But anyway, that's for PES 2013. I'm getting ahead of myself. Here's Lampard. Loving this. It's Busquets. Look at this, guys. This is a cool intro. I'm still sticking with 08. PES 08 is the best. The Acid Trip. Acid Trip 08. But this is cool. This looks really good as well. Really good. I mean, these games graphically, I think, are decent on PS2. I think the colour palettes are a bit off with these games. But that isn't a criticism of Pro Evolution Soccer. It's a criticism of football gaming in general. I think all these developers, the colour palettes have been way off for ages. And that is why our brilliant modders in the PES community and the FIFA community make the games look better. Because you always had oversaturated kits. Or in the case of these games, you had pictures which were too, like, weird, dull, peppermint looking colour. Anyway, PES 2012. I quite like the default ball for 2012. It's that white and like light blue ball in it. What should we do here? Should we go with some Porto? Or what should we do? I don't know. Yeah, let's go for some Porto and Olympiacos. And let's go, because I think Porto's ground is in this. So again, we're down to 22 stadiums here. It's like, it must be limited because I'm in the Champions League. I know I said that before, but I'm assuming it's that. But if I just played a normal friendly, it would be 30-something stadiums. I don't know. I could check, couldn't I? But I can't be bothered. Here are your stadiums if you're interested. We're going to go with the Dragao, which is a stadium I love. And there's your balls. We're going to go with the white ball, because I think the winter ball is too orange. We don't need an orange ball unless it's snowing. So, it's the usual thing. I'll skip that. We are going to play some Champions League. I'm loving this. How much PES do you want in one session? I've been sat here now for what? I don't know. How long? I don't know. I can't check my OBS because I have to look over my shoulder and it hurts because I've got a bad back today. Oh, it's an injection though of Pro Evolution Soccer. It's a lengthy one as well. Stop it. Is this video a lengthy one? I don't know. When I edit it, I'll realise, won't I? Anyway, I'm talking a lot of rubbish now. My voice is starting to go now, guys. The champions. Elton leads the troops out. Did I choose Porto earlier for one of the other games? I'm sure I did. Sorry, guys. I've been trying to mix it up here. Choosing different teams for every game. Let's see what we think of the player faces then. Are they still looking weird? No, I think they look alright, don't they? Oh, I don't know. Nah, they look off to me. Some of them do. It doesn't matter because you don't see them up close. You don't see them up close when you're playing, obviously. So we've got Rolando and Otamendi in defence, look. We've got João Moutinho. Oh, they got Kevin Morales, Olympiacos. I didn't know he was at Olympiacos around now. But, I mean, this looks really good, doesn't it? This does look good. It's got to be said. We're at the PS2 now, and it's been around... By now, 2012 or late 2011, the PS2 had been around for years. For years and years. It's 2001? What was it, 12 years old by now? 10 years old? I don't know, but it was old. We've got Freddie Guarín. Big shout out to Freddie Guarín. I always used to sign him in the Master Leagues. Okay, this is brilliant. They're all brilliant. You could easily send a video now and just say, yeah, look, they're just all brilliant. Simples, but we can't. We've got one more game to go after this. Punched away. Hulk. You've got to just drive at the defence when you're on the ball with Hulk, because he's immense in this. What I will say as well, which I haven't touched on yet, the player individuality in these old PS2 PES games is so noticeable. The difference when you're on the ball with Hulk compared to on the ball with Moutinho, completely different profiles of player, and you feel that when you're playing these old games. And I loved that about Pro Evolution Soccer. No other footy game did it as well. Whereas in later PES games on PS4 and Xbox One, as an example, PES, I don't know, 2019, every player feels very similar when you're shooting, you're in front of goal. All of the shots look and feel similar. Whereas in this, you try doing a pile driver with a centre back, and it's gonna be lol. It's gonna leave the stadium. You'll take that same shot on with Paul Scholes. More often than not, it's gonna find the roof or the back of the net. It's not gonna find the roof. I was gonna say roof of the net. It's Varela. I like this lad. His future. How'd you say this guy? Future Lily. How'd you say it? It's an own goal. Come on then, let's move on to PES, a game I really like. PES 2013. Like I was saying earlier, there's no intro for this. It's weird. It goes straight from the Konami splash screen to this. Don't get the intro we have on the Xbox 360, PS3 and PC versions, but we do get all the same music, the same sound effects on the menus and that kind of thing. It's very strange. Now, this game on PS2 is incredible. Yes, I do prefer the 360 version or PC version, but that is one of my favourite PES games of all time. But this is brilliant. Now, this game, to me, does feel different to 2012, which I just played. This has a nice weight to the ball, this game. Or the ball. The ball has a nice weight to it, I should say. Right? It's got Brazil. Oh, I can't decide. I'm spoiled for choice. Oh, look at Brazil's kit. It's fake. Look at those kits. They're dreadful. Konami, what are you doing there? Obviously, licensing issues. They couldn't get the Brazil license there because Spain's kit was licensed. But if you're going to choose a fake Brazil kit, you could do better than that. That was lol. I got to stop saying lol. We'll go with England there against Spain because I think Wembley Stadium's in this game from the choices. Let's have a look. So just the 21 stadiums here. We're not locked in a Champions League mode. That's interesting. Okay, Wembley Stadium, England in a kit that I loved. I think this is Roy Hodgson era England. One of my worst, my least favourite, I don't want to sound harsh, my least favourite periods being an England fan was Roy Hodgson era. I couldn't stand it. Look at the defence, and look at the squad for a start. The squad's terrible. But the defensive 4-4-1-1 that he loved. And yeah, I didn't enjoy it. England under Hodgson was one to avoid for sure. It was an era to avoid. It was dreadful. But the best thing about that era was this kit. This kit, England kit, is beautiful. Umbro made some bangers, didn't they, when it comes to kits? That retro-looking, clean, simple, beautiful stuff. Because there was also another Umbro England kit, very similar, but with all the light blue imagery going on, or the stitching. You guys know what I mean. The club crest. The team crest, not the club crest. Sorry guys, I'm looking at faces here. Do they look good? Oh, I don't know. They're a bit off, aren't they? There's old Mallet, Ted Milner. He looks alright, does he? Oh, I don't know. Chamberlain looks a bit off, doesn't he? Ashley Cole looks okay. Is that Jack Wilshere? He looks a bit off. Who is that? Is it Scott Parker, isn't it? Oh dear, look at Ashley Young. What's going on there? Stevie Gerrard looks good. No, I'm not having it. I think the faces are odd on PS2 games around now. Their heads look too triangle to me. They look so strange. Anyway, we're still in caps letters here for this game. Come on, Konami. Look all the caps going on. Still haven't found their caps lock. But like I was saying earlier, this is a fantastic football game. Is this my favourite PS2 PES game? It might be.
Down to business.
It might be. Player models to me look a bit odd as well in this PES.
Terry.
Don't they look a bit odd, guys, or is it just me?
Milner.
They look like it's a patched version of
One
PES,
in the area. And he sends it in.
and someone's like made really weird player models. They haven't quite got to grips with the software or whatever. It looks like that to me. It might just be placebo, I don't know, because it's the kits we're in or something, and it makes the players look different. I don't know.
Deals with that well.
This has a beautiful flow to it, this game. It's the PS2 game where the ball feels the heaviest, and I like a heavy ball. Okay? The ball feels light. I don't like it. I can't play it.
They've been given a corner.
There's a nice weight to it. Like I say, it flows really nice. The AI will play some really interesting football against you in this. It's a wonderful... it's a wonderful PES game. I thought about shooting, but then I looked at the nameplate earlier. It was Scott Parker. I thought he hadn't scored a goal ever, has he? So I thought I'm not going to shoot with him. I know he has, but I'm exaggerating for effect here. Glenn Johnson, and the rain is lashing down here at Wembley. Oh, well back.
What a save.
This is so good. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. That is every Pro Evolution Soccer video game entry, whatever, on PS2. It's all the games back to back. I'm kidding. There's one more to come.
No, beaten to it.
Depending on where you lived in the world, you couldn't get this game, basically. It didn't release in certain parts of the world. We didn't get this release in here, the PS2 version of PES 2014. I think I remember it releasing in places like Latin America. It definitely had releases on PS2 in Asia, and it did in some parts of Eastern Europe, but we didn't get it over here in Western Europe. This didn't get a release in North America, from what I remember. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. So, it's one of those titles that I do not associate with the PS2, PES 2014. I associate it with the Xbox 360. It was the first game on the Fox engine there. It's not the case here. We're still on the PES 6 engine, I want to say. So we've got just 17 stadiums. And this game was a joke on quote-unquote, they've got the quotation marks out again, next gen. It was dreadful. PES 2014 on 360. On PS2, however, it's fantastic. I absolutely adore this game. Now, I think this might be worth a bit of money now. I think it might be, if you could pick this up brand new, especially sealed, because of its limited availability, depending on your locale. So, gone with Bayern here, because they've got their stadium in the game. And I don't think Madrid had their stadium. Well, they haven't. They haven't got the Bernabeu in this. And I always forget the Allianz is available in this. But guys, look. You know what I'm going to say? What am I going to say? Capital letters. Come on, Konami. Yeah, this is really good. It's really, really good, this footy game is. And it's the last game on the PS2. The last PES game. This is actually... Oh, it looks fantastic, the Allianz does. It actually makes me sad now, playing this. Because this is it. This is the farewell game to the PS2, isn't it? It is Pro Evolution Soccer saying goodbye to greatness, in a sense. Because some of you will disagree with this, and that's fine, because it's subjective. We never reach these heights again in football gaming. In my opinion. Yes, I loved PES 2013 on the 360. It's fantastic. Yes, I really enjoyed PES 2017 on the PS4. To an extent, 2018. I really, really loved PES 2020 at first, before I started getting a bit fed up with it. And the same goes to 2021. I enjoyed for a bit, but we've never reached the heights of the PS2 generation of PES ever, or since. We just haven't. And it does make me sad, guys. It might sound lol, or a bit dramatic, but it makes me sad, because this was part of my life, this series. It was It was a cultural thing for me, or rather it was what friends and I would meet up and do and talk about, and so many late nights crying with laughter, playing pairs, listening to some of the ridiculous commentary lines. The names of some of the clubs, like Man United being called Aragon, or Aragon. Just everything that was associated with this game around this time on the PlayStation 2, a fine console in itself. It's never returning. Oh my god, he's missed Mandzukic. It's never these times aren't returning, and they are to be cherished and to be celebrated. And I thought this video was a pretty good way to do that. I know I've rambled a lot and repeated myself a lot and tripped over my words, and it is what it is, but it doesn't change the fact, and it is a fact, that these were fine football games. Whether you prefer the newer PES games on PS4, etc., that's, again, it's subjective. That's your choice. Is David Alaba? I'm tripping over my words, I know I am. It's Robin. Robin! This is incredible, but for whatever reason, I prefer PES 2013 on PS2. I don't know why. It must be placebo. It's Philip Lahm. Oh, just hit it, son. Just hit it. Anyway, I am going now, guys. I promise. Because my voice is going now. This has been tons of fun. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know your favourite intro to all the games in this video, and let me know your favourite PES game on PS2. Simples. It is that simples. I'll speak to you all soon.
Mario Suarez. That is nowhere near.
Well, that was a stunning effort, but he didn't quite get the accuracy on it.
Jerome Boateng. Lau. 15 minutes gone in the first half. Knocks it out to the flank. Into the box. Booted to safety.